And I'm excited to see how Northern Virginia stack up against Akron. CCA Fall Invitational is great, but now you're in CRL. It's a long season, the beginning of the season, where you're still really trying to figure things out. We start with Titanium. It's a long ball right in front of the box. That time saved. Thrown away by Jake. Nothing too much in the first 25 seconds here. Jake, one taken away by Buzz, but Northern Virginia handling their business. Buzz was downfield for Tristan. Tristan's pass just a little too above Buzz. It'll be no good. Akron will have to start from their own half again.
And you know, Jorby, just because you mentioned it, I'm going to literally sit here and watch Titanium all game.
Okay.
That's the dude I'm watching.
There you go. That one off the backboard. Jake hits it right into the attacker, Tristan. Dream feeling. Not a solid touch. It allows Buzz to not only come back and steal that boost, but make another challenge and really slow down Jake's approach to the ball. Dream feeling, it's a double commit by Akron. Now Jake and Dream feeling, it's a double commit.
Yeah, Northern Virginia, got to be careful because that double commit kind of does just kill all the offense. Fortunately, able to get a couple of extra touches here and keep the ball in play as Buzz has a little bit of extra time as Titanium was waiting on that midfield boost. Another double commit from Northern Virginia.
And Jake and Dream feeling the offenders both times. A touch by Buzz. The pinch on the corner there, but he had some space. Jake, another challenge. Titanium beating Buzz to the ball. Dream feeling. Takes the option on the ceiling, but Tristan has it blocked. So far, just not really a lot of work towards the box.
It's really been a lot of, you know, just get possession, and nobody's really been able to bring the ball down, win a challenge here. This might be the first time we get to see that with Buzz out of the corner. Here's Reticence, a lot to pick from, and shot is weak. Easy save for Titanium. Nice challenge.
They're going to need Reticence to continue to put that pressure in the box. He's such a huge component of this Akron offense. He's going to need better shots than that.
Oh, great passes.
Great pass. Tristan's shot blocked by Dream feeling.
Beautiful passing plays from Akron there. Strong shot from Jake back the other way, but good vision from Akron and really trying to work that defense. See if they pull out a double commit and they're out of position again, perhaps. But Northern Virginia, nice job hanging with it so far. Nice couple of challenges from Titanium against the sidewall. Bounce off the backboard. Here's Dream feeling another challenge, but again, the offense has to give a little space because the boost not there for Northern Virginia.
When Titanium beat by Buzz on the play, had gone back to get the midfield boost. He still had a little bit, could have kept the play going earlier, but long past it now. It's a shot. Titanium gets up to make the save right above the cross, or right against the crossbar. Reticence giving way for Tristan. Akron off the ceiling. Here's Tristan, blocked by Jake. Great challenge.
Really composed save as well from Titanium. I mean, the dude just fell off the sidewall. And second opportunity, that one slips by. Thinking maybe Northern Virginia was going to find a good clear here out to the corner. Titanium, not the worst touch, to be quite honest, but just didn't get it out to safety with him. Wanted to take that ball with him, just lost it a little bit on the wrong side of the car, and someone waiting on it.
They get the first goal. Akron taking advantage. Jake flipping back into that on the side. Dream feeling quick to this as well. It feels like Northern Virginia, they want to play quickly. Oh, a good carry by Tristan, but Titanium again. He has been in net, keeping this scoreline close. I believe that's his third save.
He's had to play a lot of the game with no boost, because again, I've just been watching his camera for the entire game, and he really hasn't had much opportunity to push up the field, get involved in the offense or anything.
Oh, Jake couldn't get there. Reticence will score. Thought he had an angle to get that ball, but wasn't enough, and a good shot by Reticence.
Yeah, Jake thinking he had time to grab that boost as well as be able to play defense. That's just a well-placed ball from Reticence, as well as the demo helping out, stopping that support from Northern Virginia to go out there and challenge Reticence. So nice demo, gives him a free shot, and a little bit of overconfidence from Jake. Cost Northern Virginia another goal.
About 4 minutes of the game gone. Northern Virginia still looking for their first goal. Akron looked shaky at the start. We saw a couple of weak shots, weak touches in the offensive end, but they've slowly started to kick it up. We see another good pass, and they've really continued from that passing that we saw about halfway through the game. kept things clean, excuse me, on their back end as well. Titanium up on this challenge. Dream Feeling getting bullied. He got a touch, bought a little bit of time, but Jake got demoed. The only man who would have followed it up. Titanium, poor touch, allowed a shot for Tristan. It was weak.
Long clear. And this is really just Akron trying to wind the clock down. They're not trying to make any big mistakes, but that's just Tristan. Waits on the poor touch and delivers a strike into the top right.
You know, Buzz kept it up there, but it's Titanium. He was looking to maybe go across, but really just a poor touch. Not sure where he thought he was going to go with the ball there, but maybe just that panic. You feel it. 20 seconds left. You haven't scored yet. You're just trying to push forward.
Well, he had a teammate waiting right there on it. It's just the problem.
Jake was behind him there.
Yeah, it's the pass down. The idea is my teammate's right there. I'll set it down, and he can long clear it up the pitch. Problem being, I mean, the opposing team is waiting on it as well. And here's a one for the road. Great second effort from Jake to keep that out, but it's not going to do much for the end result, and the Zips will win game one pretty handedly.
You saw the Zips versus Northern Virginia. You looked at Titanium, and I know that we've been talking about the Zips gold for the majority of this game one, but how did you feel about Northern Virginia? Where do they got to go?
Well, for me, the beginning, it felt like they had some opportunities to go on offense, but again, it was those double commits that really locked them out of that ability to continue that rotation. And also, I think Akron did a great job controlling the boost.
Yeah, I mean, I did it. I pulled in a Chiefs.
Perfect.
My bad.
I'm not alone.
For me, I just noticed that a lot of it was just the speed. There was one play where Reticence, instead of rotating out, he just beat a player to the ball who wanted to clear it. He kept possession. Tristan got a demo on the player coming out. They're outpacing him right now and playing keep away. Mm-hmm. And, you know, when we see Tristan and crew playing so fast and really piling it on, it's tough to see a way that Northern Virginia can really get back into this. But we did see Akron start out hot last time, cool down a little bit before they started to pick it up again. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see how they play in game two. But game one, they dominated.
And for me, I think it's really just I think Northern Virginia, if they played so well, they swept them last time. I think that's really just the stream nerve. So I think game two is going to be a much better showing for them.
Now on the kickoff, Tristan takes this off the ceiling. He wanted to play that fast, but it ended up being a poor touch. He's lucky that Jake didn't boom that back down the pitch. They still move down. Jake against Reticence. Reticence wins it cleanly, forces Titanium back to have to make the save. Up for this, Dream Feeling. Only got one touch. They needed help, didn't get it. Tristan will take advantage.
Nice finish from Tristan again. He's been the goal scorer yesterday, continues that today. Dream Feeling just doing his best. And again, James was talking about it, outpacing Titanium, trying to get back into the net, facing the wrong way, and Tristan just comes in, slaps one towards the net.
Only took 23 seconds. And again, pushing up. Jake couldn't find that touch. Dream Feeling tries to carry it out. Tristan's all over him. And they really are. Akron are just waiting for these touches to come to them. Reticence was just sitting in midfield for that. They do win a challenge here. Is Jake looking for Dream Feeling, but Reticence beats Dream Feeling to the ball and picks up the boost on his way out on the rotation. Titanium, big miss.
Reticence commanding a lot of the boost on the field. Stole away both of Northern Virginia's corner boost, so it's just means they don't have a lot to work with right now. Finally, they both respawn, but it's just all that time Akron had to just get ready for whatever Northern Virginia was about to throw at them. Demo, second opportunity from Buzz. I didn't think he was going to even have the time to go and get this ball after going for this demo in the corner.
It somehow gets it. Buzz demos Titanium, grabs the boost, and it put him in the perfect spot for the rebounds. You know, Buzz just wreaking havoc on the back wall and just creating opportunities himself. Just well played by Buzz. Takes the only defender who really had a chance at that rebound. And now they might get another one. Here's Tristan. Beautiful touch off the crossbar. 3 goals real quick.
This is just a nice job from Reticence, and excellent command to go under one. Just stay with the ball to make sure the challenge doesn't get out of hand on the second opportunity from Northern Virginia. And then get in the last guy's face. I mean, after he beat that second defender, he immediately went to go try and put pressure on the last guy who was going to have a chance on it. And of course, Tristan, I mean, that was just pinpoint accuracy, unsavable. Flip reset, fakes it into the net. My goodness, Tristan's making him dance.
Oh, I could watch this 3 times in a row. Just beautiful. Beautiful control. Gets under it, and even if he doesn't get the flip reset there, it doesn't matter. It's panic.
It's
with
the threat.
both members mating, and Tristan got so far into the box before anybody was able to do anything about it.
And they both jumped at it because, again, Northern Virginia having some trouble with that. Oh, my goodness. How about that shot? Reticence gets one off the kickoff, and Akron's just rolling.
This one rolls off the crossbar. I mean, it's a perfect angle here. You know, it's funny. I'm now thinking, after I'm seeing all of these shots come through, we're watching 3 Dominuses on the same team, which really is a rare thing to see.
Best car in the game. Next question.
CRL or a rival series or RLCS. We know achieves.
It's not actually true. You know, I'm just a big fan of it.
He's all about the long car. It's respectable. But someone asked me, they're like, do you think that any other car choices are going to beat these guys? And I just think it's funny because they're getting so much power off of some of these touches, but they're also just a faster team, and it's giving them the space to do what they want with the ball. And this is what happens when good players have the space to play the game.
It's an interesting thing to answer. I think to go a little bit more in depth about car choice and what they offer. Because, I mean, flat cars like the Dominus and the Batmobile, it's very easy to square the ball up. You know, you have a longer lever. It applies more force. It's very easy to hit the ball strong with a long car. The Octane's a type of car, it doesn't have as tight a turn radius on it. But it does give you a little bit of advantage in the height category. So like when you're going for kickoffs or challenges on the wall, you have a little bit of extra space to work with. It's much harder to get the ball around that little bit of extra height on the car. And you also, it is much easier to dribble on an Octane. That being said, I couldn't tell you exactly why. I just know it is.
Yeah, well, you'd have to practice dribbling.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not good enough at dribbling.
Just a joke. Achieves always rags himself for not being able to dribble.
5,000 hours. Can't dribble at all.
Time ticking down in game 2. It is commanding lead by Akron. And I'm a Mudcat fan. Mudcat has the Octane hitbox. It's actually kind of fun to use. But no.
This is just another nice goal, Buzz. And Tristan just blocking out that last chance and just getting up in front, center of gravity, much better than Tristan. The approach much easier for Buzz. And a solid finish. So 7-0. We just passed halfway. And, you know, part of me wants to say, all right, let's keep
What happened to the Fall Invitational?
Yeah, right?
How did you lose to Northern Virginia? I mean, it's not as if, you know, every game is going to be the same. I mean, Rocket League is a game of matchups and really a game of how are you feeling today. And if you're not feeling it, I mean, we talked about it this morning, Achieve. Sometimes it feels like you can't control your car and the game isn't responding the way that you're used to it responding. It feels bad. Sometimes you have days like that. Sometimes you just have bad days.
Sometimes you have bad days, but this doesn't feel like it's a bad day per se. The biggest thing for me is again, it's got to be just the fact of getting up on stream for Northern Virginia. Because, you know, it's one thing to sit there and play online, nobody watching, and beat a team. It's another thing to have people watching you and judging the outcome. And, you know, that game 1, that felt so good, but they had so many double commits because, you know, the nerves get to a little bit on Northern Virginia. And then it spirals out of control in the last minute. You give up 2 goals at the end. And then you come out here in game 2 and say, all right, let's do a lot better. They get one back here for Titanium. Very nice job, but I mean, you go down 3-0 at the 3-minute 40-second mark.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're just like...
They had scored 6 goals.
Yeah.
By that point.
You're just feeling like, you know, you can't do anything right. And it's a real tough thing to get up here in front of an audience and play constantly good top-level Rocket League. And Akron has that experience behind them.
So something that's really impressed me about Akron, we've seen 2 matches of them so far, and Buzz has always been that player that very up and down. He's that first man in the rotation. He's going to try to do those solo hero plays. And he really has transformed as a player. I think his transformation is completed because you'd think a player like Tristan, knowing how fast Tristan is, Tristan's that he wants to make some of those solo plays. And Buzz has turned into just a passing fiend. Every time he's touching the ball, he's looking for Reticence. He's looking for Tristan. And Tristan is just kind of taking that leading role of being that player, that playmaker for Akron. And I think it's really nice touch. That's what that was.
Oh, I wanted it to go in because it was so pretty for Titanium, but what can you do? But you're absolutely right. I mean, Akron has always been a team that thrives on teamwork. And it has been a lot of fun watching Buzz, especially since, you know, he's the guy that we're always like, all right, Reticence, we know you're a strong player, you know, you'll get passes off to your teammates, but they've always been team-focused for Akron. And I think you're right. You know, Buzz consistently improving all over through the course of CRL that we've seen him, and then having a player like Tristan come in and just have the ability to totally rework how the offense works is I think, a lot of fun for this Akron team.
And, you know, just watching it, it looked like Virginia was afraid. They were like, you have Tristan, who has the ability to go for those flip reset plays.
And they just watched him.
And, you know, it's the threat of it.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you have the demos and the bumps and the quick turns. It's that they're making Virginia hesitate. And that hesitation gives so much space and so much time to Akron. And it's clear that they are the best players on that pitch. They probably have more hours. If they don't, you know, they're just,
well, I mean,
you can tell they have more high level experience. Yeah. Those guys out there pulling off plays that would, you know, they're probably able to take games off rival series teams. These guys are really playing at a high level. Tristan hitting crazy shots, and you have all of the components that lead into just a very fast and aggressive and an overwhelming team. And in game 2, they clearly overwhelmed Northern Virginia.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think that this team, this Akron team, how we see them against Northern Virginia here, they might dominate the East if they keep looking like this.
If they keep looking like this.
We haven't really seen another team in the East besides, I mean, there's a lot we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen Penn State, our other land team. But I mean, Akron, specifically Buzz and Reticence, they have land experience. You know, they were at Esports Stadium, and so that difference is going to come into play. And Achieves, you hit on it during the game. You know, they first game nerves for Northern Virginia. That has to play into it.
It can be rough. It can be, but you know, you've got 2 under your belt. You already know that Akron's going to bring things. Yeah, it's like, even if you don't end up winning the series here, if you're Northern Virginia, come out here and have at least a decent game 3 and get settled in. But in terms of teams that, you know, can feel like should be able to challenge, you know, Akron in this state, you know, we've seen a couple of them before. We thought Central Florida played really well. They're back. They've still got Snipes, Bits, DQ.
How can I forget about the Knights?
I know.
They went on that crazy run in spring.
And yeah, they came out of nowhere, and then they just kind of tore down the house until the spring finals, which was absolutely great. South Florida, another one. The Bulls had a great run through the end of that. Penn State, as you already mentioned. We have Ohio State. You know, there's a lot of powerhouse teams in the East.
Stockton with Geno Cop as well.
Stockton with Geno Cop. There's a ton of quality players here.
Yeah, I just, right now, look, I only have so many games to work off of, but they look crazy. Game 3, we'll see if Akron can continue their dominance and just be the fastest team on the pitch.
I mean, just for reference, Northern Virginia's put in 1 goal in 10 minutes.
Whew. Now that's a stat. And
you just want to see the offense at least start. I want to see them put pressure on Akron and make them play defense.
Pushed up, looking for a shot. Oh, off the crossbar. Buzz picks up the first goal for Akron, already scoring.
And this really is just a nice job of Tristan. His initial plan, pop the ball off the wall, block the guy. Reticence, does he have to come in and put a shot on the net? Yes, he could try and put a shot on the net. Nah, just bounce it off the wall again, give it to the guy behind you. Just make sure you beat the man, and Akron scores.
Yeah, and on that play, it's clearly evident that Northern Virginia feel really uncomfortable on their own back wall. They waiting for touches, almost just expecting like they're going to lose to Akron before Akron even go for the ball. And it gives Akron full possession, full leeway to do whatever they want. We'll see. They can right this ship and at least stabilize. But so far it has been a shellacking, to say the least, for Akron. That ball just sailing across the box. Sticky wheels in net. Double commits. Dream feeling. He does pick up that save. Now Titanium, he's got a little bit of time. How does he approach it? He lost the ball in the touch.
Well, he just had to hang on to the ball there as he pushed the ball up the pitch because, again, they were really starting to get boxed in on their own half, losing the boost battle. And that carry from Titanium, while it ends up ultimately almost giving up possession to the Zips, it was critical that they at least get a little bit of space to work with on their own half to pick up some boost and get ready.
Dream feeling. That's against the back wall, looking for a shot. Jake up there quickly, but it was defended.
I like that push from Gay. Jake. I mean, yeah, it got stopped before you even got to it, but, you know, that's that attitude. Northern Virginia is willing to go for a chance and try and put pressure on Akron. That's what you like to see.
Pushed across, 2 members of Northern Virginia trying to push forward. Now forced to play some defense. And a great touch, but a better return by Buzz from midfield. They get another good clear. So a couple of monster clears. Solid defense for Northern Virginia. What do they do with it? Oh, they're stopped again. They're just getting stuffed on these challenges in the orange half.
It was a nice bump from Titanium, though. Stopped Tristan from taking that ball cleanly up the wall, because you know what that guy can do once he gets it in his hands in that area of the pitch. So they finally managed to break out. Ooh. And oh, what a save from Tristan. Second chance here for Dream Feeling. Down in the middle. Tristan long clear. Jake just a little too slow. Back the other way, and Titanium almost blocked.
He had the read. Almost thought he had it. But I like these quick passes on the other end. They don't have any sustained pressure just yet, but they're preventing pressure and aggression on their own half of the field. And they're meeting on these challenges. The boost game is not fully in Reticence's hands anymore. The midfield battle has been much more even-keeled.
Tip up for Buzz, a little bit of space to work with. Here's when Akron can get dangerous, looking for a hole on the backboard, and a wonderful clear from Dream Feeling. Return fire from Tristan, wants a backboard read, will beat everyone, pounds it off the bar, Buzz into the top left, Jake off the back wall, what a save. And Northern Virginia hang on.
And they have to clear this ball. Tristan flying across, Jake punts it up high for Dream Feeling. Titanium, he's down the field waiting for that touch, but Buzz plays it away from him. Reticence has Dream Feeling beat. Dream Feeling got caught. Now Tristan got challenged by Titanium. Jake, another pass to Titanium, and it bounces off the post. Dream Feeling scores a 1-2-3 play, gives us a tie game.
There's a little bit of taste of speed. Jake down to Titanium. Buzz thinking he can cut it off. Dead wrong. And almost got away with it. That shot not quite on target, but it's okay. Dream Feeling there to clean it up and get it in. Northern Virginia, nice job there on that transition.
They're finally on the board. I think this is the first time they were able to tie the game against Akron. They have only scored once. Reticence only able to get it over one. Titanium has a good clear over to Dream Feeling downfield. Buzz, dangerous touch. He tried to get behind it. No skin off his back, and will at least be cleared away. Jake missing that touch could have provided some pressure against Akron. They were still rotating back on the play.
Man, Buzz was getting ready for that touch off the sidewall, but as soon as he saw it was going to be a lot higher than he was expecting, just immediately beeline for the North Virginia net. Pass into the middle. Jake is off the mark, and Reticence a chance to clear, and that's twice now. The shooting accuracy gotten a little bit away from Northern Virginia.
Tristan plays that one off to the side again. Northern Virginia, midfield. Dream Feeling wins that challenge. Jake's touch caught by Tristan. And a nice initial touch by Tristan, but good on Titanium. Bought Dream Feeling a second to get to that ball. Now Jake's gonna take this. It flips too early off the ceiling. Had to get down a little farther. Dream Feeling shot turned away. Now off the side wall, looking again. Titanium sets this up. Buzz has to clear this away. Dream Feeling hits this up.
Jake.
Jake's there. Jake has a touch. Jake, oh no, he misses it. We got overtime.
So close for Jake. You want to have a second chance at it. Unfortunately, they'll have to wait for overtime. Tristan dangerous, and that is off the kickoff. Akron win the game.
Off the kickoff. That's all it takes. Buzz on the kickoff. Tristan cheats up on the play and picks it perfectly, using the corner of the Dominus to hit that up to the top. No defense coming, and a clean sweep.
Just
for the Zips goal.
A perfect read on that kickoff, James. You got a wry smile on your face.
Well, I mean, Jorby said clean sweep, and I thought that the ending of that game was anything other than clean. No, you were right, though.
Well, but it was funny because when I said clean, I was like, well, I don't know about that.
Well, you know, by definition, it was 3-0. They get that final game win, but Northern Virginia, they can walk away from that game, you know, getting some of their pride back. Game 2, they got demolished.
Yeah.
And in this game, they could have easily won that. We even saw Jake's shot in the final seconds there, almost getting that double tap to get that to get the win. Wasn't able to do it. Unfortunate for them that they concede off the kickoff, but they had multiple opportunities. I thought the defense was a little sloppy at times for Akron.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely they were able to beat Akron a couple times. I mean, they definitely pulled defenders out and gave themselves some opportunities on the passing plays. And that was great. That's exactly what I want to see. Northern Virginia, you kind of got slapped around a little bit in games 1 and 2. I was like, go out here, have a good game. You did. You just didn't come out on top.
They increased their speed. They weren't hesitating. But again, it was, even in this game, it was just a story of not hitting the shots they had to hit.
Right.
They were getting the opportunities.
Tough.
They had very good scoring chances, but they just didn't finish. And that's, in a one-goal game, that's going to be the reason that you lose.
But I didn't feel that desperation that I felt in those first 2 games, in the first half of those first 2 games.
They settled in a little bit.
Yeah, it didn't feel like they were diving at the ball to just try to clear it away constantly. It was intentional touches to teammates to move the ball down the field. So I like that. This is Northern Virginia's first game. They got 14 more, and I think that you guys have put it astutely that, if you're going to have a loss, at least you went out like that, knowing that, okay, we have a lot to improve on, but it's not all doom and gloom. We're not going 0-15.
And Jorby, you sound great with your analysis.
Thank you.
You do. You really do.
Thank
but
you.
I want to
I'm
remind
an idiot.
you that you were wrong. Let's take a look at Twitch chat to see if they were wrong. No, they were 100% right.
You guys know what's up.
That's fair.
How's
That's
it feel
fair.
to be tied with Twitch chat, buddy?
Now, here's the thing. It's a long season, guys. We got a lot of matches to play, and the best part is that Chiefs thinks that he's won, but
I've won right now.
There's still 4 more games.
Yeah, no, I think he's winning, though. He is
won
winning yet, but he is winning.
Let me let that go to my head real quick.
Yeah,
okay?
just let that soak in.
Just like Arizona were losing yesterday until they started winning.
Bold claim.
Week 4, Jorby's going to get every single prediction right and have the best record.
The last time everyone ragged on me, said I sucked at predictions, I won.
He won.
You know what, Jorby? You should take to Twitter with your true feelings, And I tell you what, we actually have a tweet right here. Maybe you can reply to it. Let's bring up this tweet from Ramen Beefy. He says, how many enemies will Jorby make today?
I would like to take the first stab at that one, and I would say at least half of the people who use the RL Esports subreddit.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So that's 10 people.
No, there's maybe more than half now. Jorby's making enemies left and right.
I took that as a challenge. I took that tweet as a challenge. Now I'm on a
he's
mission.
trying to.
Yeah,
take away the power of it.
What have you done, Ramen? Well, fantastic.
Beef ramen's really good, by the way.
Oh, yeah? Well,
I had to.
Well, unfortunately, we're not allowed to talk about food anymore. But, let's move ahead.
Tweets.
Let's move ahead in the show.
Send us more tweets. They're fun.
Hashtag CRL19 and tell us why you think Achieves is a nerd.
Hey, I'll take that.
At us, show. Yeah, what does it say? Show your school spirit, or ask the casters a question, or make a bold statement like they did. I guess it was actually a question: how many enemies? And you answered it, so well done. So hashtag CRL19. Keep those coming in. We'll try to get them on broadcast as best we can, and. Answers were golden.
They're
well
fun.
done on that, Jorby.
They're fun. We love tweets from CRL19. They're a lot of fun. So
they're
we've got
probably
all
the best
time
part
in
of
the
the
world
broadcast, so tweet.
So again, and if you haven't gotten your tickets, we touched about the tickets as well earlier in the show. If you haven't got your tickets, it's the Arlington Esports Arena, correct?
Yep. Yes.
$10. Make sure you do that. Go check it out. You aren't going to want to miss that. The last national championship was a blast, and we expect the same. The bar has been set high.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Texas
showed
better
up.
come back.
So yeah, Texas will be there because we're in Texas. That's how that works.
Yes,
but
and
you see that picture back there. You got to top that.
And you see the URL as well. CRL19tickets.squadup.com.
They have eyes. Achieves.
Okay. Just in case.
I wasn't trying to interrupt you. Achieves was being rude.
Okay, one enemy here. Anyway, how are you?
Agreed. 2.
Okay, 2 enemies. So Jorby, well done. We're going to go to a quick break. And when we come back, we've got more CRL action. Don't go anywhere.